Hi, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. It's nice to see you again, guys. How is it going? Hope you're always doing fine. Well, in this video, I would like to share some thoughts and any ideas related to the topic of discourse analysis. So, there are three questions that I'm going to answer in this video, and who knows, you're still looking for answers and also resources to help you to solve the questions like what I have right now. So make sure you watch the video from the beginning until the end to solve your questions. So let's enjoy this video. Happy watching. So the question one is, how does multimodal discourse analysis consider the issues of power, ideology, and also social identity in the analysis of multimodal text? So in discourse analysis, multimodal discourse analysis, or MDA, studies how multiple modes of communications like images, text, and audio work together in making the meaning. And the multimodal discourse analysis is crucial because the real-world text like advertisement, social media posts, and political speeches rarely rely on language alone. And MBA looks at power by analyzing how these modes are used to control or influence audiences, for example, in advertising. The visual portrayal of a product can reinforce the consumerisms. And ideology is often embedded subtly through imagery, color, choices, or arrangement that guiding the viewers to accept particular viewpoints. And additionally, the social identity is shaped by how groups or individuals are represented across the different modes. The second question is, what are the key approaches and methodology used in genre analysis, such as systemic functional linguistic, sociocultural theory, or ethnography? Since we know that genre analysis is method in discourse analysis that examines how texts serve specific social function and conform to expected patterns based on the context and also the audience, there are three methodologies that we can use. The first is systemic functional linguistic, or SFL. This methodology is developed by M.A.K. Halliday. It focuses on the social purposes of language that categorizes language into three main functions. The first is ideational, or conveying content. The second is interpersonal, or creating social relationship, and textual, or organizing discourse. In genre analysis, SFL helps to identify how language structure varies across genres to meet different communicative goals, such as reports objective tone versus an editorial's persuasive style. The second is sociocultural theory. It rooted in Vygotsky's ideas that sociocultural theory sees language as a social tool for meaning-making. It emphasizes that genres are shaped by the communities that use them. In discourse analysis, this approach looks at how genre evolve and reflect the values of specific groups, considering the language practices as culturally embedded. The last is ethnography. This method involves the deep immersion in a discourse community to observe how genres function within a real-world setting. So ethnographic genre analysis is discourse studies that goes beyond the text itself. It investigating the practices, beliefs, and social norms that give rise to certain genres, and which can differ significantly between the contexts like legal, academic, or business environments. The third question is, what are the implications of digital communication platforms and social media on discourse analysis and the critical thinking? How do they shape the language use and also interpretation? Social media and digital platforms have changed how we communicate and think. On platforms like Twitter or Instagram, people can share their ideas quickly, often in a short and also casual ways. These platforms also create new ways of communicating, like using hashtags, memes, and short videos which mix visual with words. For critical thinking, this can be tricky. Social media often puts us in the echo chambers where we mostly see opinions similar to our own. This limits our perspective and make it harder to think critically. In discourse analysis, studying social media helps us understanding how people use language online, how it shapes opinion, and why critical thinking is important. In today's world, knowing how to read between the lines and questions what we see on the social media is the key skill for interpreting information thoughtfully.